In the mid-1960s, an underdog engine changed everything. While the muscle car world chased cubic inches and top-end power, one Chevrolet V8 snuck under the corporate radar and rewrote the rules. This wasn't just an engine, it was a revolution. Welcome to the story of the 396 Big Block, how it broke GM's rules, crushed the competition, and became a legend in American muscle car history. Let's go back to 1965. GM had a corporate rule. No engine larger than 400 cubic engines could be installed in an intermediate-sized car. But Chevy engineers weren't interested in playing it safe, so they built the 396, a 396.1 cubic inch engine to be exact, that flew just under the corporate ceiling. The 396 debuted as the first of Chevy's Mark IV big block engines. It was unlike anything Chevy had ever offered before. Inspired by the mysterious 427 NASCAR mystery motor, the 396 used advanced engineering that included canted valves and high-flow heads. The engine had heavy-duty internals, high compression, and in its L78 form produced 425 horsepower. This was more than 1 horsepower per cubic inch, a badge of honor in those days, pure performance machine, and one of the most technically advanced pushrod V8s of its time. Now, how did Chevrolet get this monster engine into a mid-sized car without raising too many eyebrows? Enter the 1965 Z16 Chevelle SS396. Only 201 were ever made, each hand-assembled and featuring a unique version of the 396 engine, internally designated L37, making 375 horsepower and came with reinforced frames, big brakes, and a beefed-up suspension. It was, for all intent and purpose, a prototype muscle car. Chevrolet quietly put it in production, effectively sidestepping GM's ban while testing the market's appetite for big block power in mid-sized cars. Spoiler alert, the public loved it. The Z16 was the first warning shot in what would become an all-out horsepower war. Mechanically, the 396 wasn't just the bored-out small block, it was a clean-sheet design. It featured a canted valve layout, valves angled in a way that allowed better airflow and more efficient combustion, giving rise to its nickname porcupine head because with the valve covers off, it looked like quills sticking out in all directions. And in forged internals, high-nickel content iron blocks, and 4-bolt mains in its high-performance versions, you had an engine that could take the abuse. And racers took notice. Engine builders found the 396 could rev up to 6,400 RPMs without breaking a sweat. It was overbuilt and under-advertised. Just how enthusiasts like it. By 1966, Chevrolet unleashed the full power of the 396 to the public with the SS396 Chevelle. It became its own model, not just an engine option, and became bold with the SS396 badges and serious attitude. 3 versions of the 396 were offered, a base 325 HP base version, a 360 HP L34, and the monster 375 HP L78, each using the same core block with different camshaft, cylinder heads, and fuel delivery systems. These cars weren't just fast, they were loud, raw, and aggressive. A well-tuned L78 Chevelle could run the quarter mile in the mid-13s right off the floor. That is serious performance, even by today's standards. The Chevelle wasn't the only beneficiary of the 396. The Camaro SS396 was introduced in 1967, giving the pony car crowd a big taste of big torque. It was lighter than the Chevelle, and when equipped with the L78, it was a legitimate street terror. Even the compact Nova got the 396. In '68, Chevy stuffed the big block into the unassuming Nova SS, creating a factory sleeper that embarrassed more expensive rivals. These cars became known for their incredible power-to-weight ratio. And don't forget about the Corvette. In '65, it became the first production Chevy to get the 396, pumping out 425 horsepower. It was the start of a new era for the Corvette, one where displacement and raw muscle reigned. Chevrolet wasn't above playing a little marketing chess. In 1970, the 396 was bored out to 402 cubic inches, but Chevrolet kept calling it the 396. Why? Because the SS396 name had become so iconic. Changing it would confuse buyers and dilute the brand, so Chevy fans got 6 extra cubic inches for free, and the badge stayed the same. Chevy also played games with horsepower ratings. The same L78 engine was rated at 425 HP in the Corvette, but only 375 HP in the Chevelle. Why? To protect Corvette's image. They simply rated it at a lower RPM, and that's why some 375 HP Chevelles could outrun cars with more powerful engines. It was a game of numbers and images. So by the late 60s, the 396 had become a household name in the car world. It appeared in songs, car magazines, and Saturday night bench racing tales. The Beach Boys had the 409, Pontiac had the GTO, and Chevy fans had the 396. It just carried a special kind of swagger. It was the motor that powered heroes of the street. Whether a Nova, Camaro, or Chevelle, the 396 had a reputation for winning races and commanding respect. Even celebrities got in on it. Dan Blocker, Haas from Bonanza, owned one of the original Z16 Chevelles. That tells you everything you need to know about the car's cultural reach. While the 396 ruled from 65 to 1970, its DNA didn't stop there. Chevy expanded the Mark IV Big Block family to 427, 454, and beyond. The architecture of the 396 formed the foundation for decades of big block performance. These engines ended up in everything from high-end muscle cars to trucks, boats, even RVs. This design was so robust, it was used well into the 2000s in various forms. Today, you can buy a modern 632 cubic inch big block crate motor from Chevy Performance that traces its lineage back to the 396. That's a legacy worth celebrating. The 396 Big Block wasn't just a powerhouse, it was a turning point. It proved that engineers could find creative ways to beat corporate rules and still deliver thunderous performance. It sparked a movement, fueled competition, and gave rise to some of the most beloved muscle cars ever built. It brought big block power to the streets and won over a generation of gearheads. The SS396 badge still makes hearts race, and every time a Chevelle or Camaro fires up a 396 and blips the throttle, it's a reminder, breaking the rules can make history. Thanks for watching Legends of the Road. Be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the machines that defined American muscle. Till next time, keep your foot down and your eyes on the horizon.